April 5th, the Battle of Mapu. On April 5th, 1818, the Battle of Mapu was fought near Santiago, Chile, between the Chilean independence movement and Spanish royalists. The battle was a decisive victory for the Chileans, led by Bernardo O'Higgins and José de San Martin. The Spanish forces were led by General Mariano Osorio. The Chilean forces were outnumbered by the Spanish, but they had the advantage of surprise. The Chileans attacked the Spanish early in the morning, catching them off guard. The battle was fierce and lasted for several hours. In the end, the Chileans were victorious, routing the Spanish forces. The Spanish suffered heavy casualties, with over 2,000 killed and wounded. The Chileans also suffered casualties, with over 1,000 killed and wounded. The Battle of Mapu was a turning point in the Chilean War of Independence. It effectively ended the Spanish rule in Chile and led to the establishment of the Republic of Chile. The Battle of Yorktown. On April 5, 1862, the Battle of Yorktown began as a part of the Peninsula Campaign of the American Civil War. The battle was fought between Union forces under Major General George B. McClellan and Confederate forces under General Joseph E. Johnston. McClellan's forces had been advancing on Yorktown, a strategic port city on the Virginia Peninsula. Johnston's forces were entrenched behind a series of fortifications. On April 5th, McClellan began a siege of Yorktown. He brought up heavy artillery and began bombarding the Confederate defenses. Johnston, realizing that he could not hold out against the Union forces, evacuated Yorktown on May 3rd. The Battle of Yorktown was a major victory for the Union. It opened the way for McClellan to advance on Richmond, the capital of the Confederate States of America. 1874. President of Peru. On April 5, 1874, Manuel Maria Ponce Bruset was born, marking the beginning of a remarkable journey that would shape the history of Peru. Ponce Bruset went on to become a prominent figure, serving as the president of Peru until his passing in 1966. Born into a time of significant political and social change, Ponce Bruset's leadership played a pivotal role in steering the nation through challenging periods. His presidency, marked by dedication and commitment to the welfare of the Peruvian people, left an indelible impact on the country's development. Throughout his tenure, Ponce Bruset implemented key policies aimed at fostering economic growth, social justice, and political stability. His visionary approach and unwavering dedication to the well-being of his fellow citizens earned him respect both domestically and internationally. Beyond his political achievements, Ponce Bruset's legacy extends to his contributions in shaping Peru's cultural and historical landscape. His leadership during a transformative era is remembered as a testament to his resilience and commitment to progress. The War of the Pacific. On April 5, 1879, Bolivia declared war on Chile, and Chile declared war on Peru, stating the War of the Pacific. The war lasted for 4 years and ended with a decisive victory for Chile. The war was fought over control of the nitrate deposits of the Atacama Desert. Bolivia had controlled the region since the 1840s, but Chile had been expanding its territory into the desert in recent years. In 1878, Bolivia passed a law that threatened to confiscate the assets of the Chilean-owned Antofagasta Company, which held the concession to exploit the nitrate deposits in the region. Chile responded by occupying Antofagasta on February 14, 1879. Bolivia declared war on Chile on March 1, 1879. Peru, which had a defensive alliance with Bolivia, declared war on Chile on April 5th. The war was fought on land, sea, and air. Chile had a superior navy, which allowed it to blockade the Peruvian and Bolivian coasts. Chile also had a more modern army, which was better equipped and trained. The war began with a series of Chilean victories at sea. The Chilean Navy defeated the Peruvian Navy at the Battle of Laquique on May 21, 1879, and the Battle of Angamos on October 8, 1879. The Chilean army then invaded Peru and Bolivia. The Chileans won a decisive victory over the Bolivian army at the Battle of Tacna on May 26, 1880. The Chileans then turned their attention to Peru. The Chileans won a series of battles in Peru, culminating in the capture of Lima, the Peruvian capital, on January 17, 1881. The war ended with the signing of the Treaty of Ancon on October 20, 1883. The treaty gave Chile control over the nitrate deposits of the Atacama Desert, as well as the provinces of Tarapacá and Arica. The London Court of International Arbitration. On April 5, 1883, the London Court of International Arbitration, LCIA, was founded in London, England. The LCIA is a non-profit, non-governmental organization that provides arbitration and other dispute resolution services. The LCIA was founded by a group of lawyers and businessmen who were concerned about the lack of an effective mechanism for resolving international disputes. The LCIA's founders believed that arbitration was a more efficient and cost-effective way to resolve disputes than litigation. The LCIA quickly became the leading institution for international arbitration. The LCIA has administered thousands of arbitrations involving parties from over 100 countries. The LCIA's rules and procedures are widely recognized as being fair and impartial. The Tofane Agreement. On April 5, 1886, the Tofane Agreement was signed between the Principality of Bulgaria and the Ottoman Empire. The agreement recognized the unification of Eastern Rumelia with Bulgaria. Eastern Rumelia was a semi-autonomous province in the Ottoman Empire that was located in the southeast of Bulgaria. It had been created in 1878 by the Treaty of Berlin, which ended the Russo-Turkish War of 1877 to 1878. In 1885, a coup d'etat in Eastern Rumelia had led to the unification of the province with Bulgaria. The Ottoman Empire opposed the unification and it sent troops to Eastern Rumelia in an attempt to restore its control. The Tofane Agreement ended the dispute between Bulgaria and the Ottoman Empire. The agreement recognized the unification of Eastern Rumelia with Bulgaria, but it also gave the Ottoman Empire small parts of Eastern Rumelia and a financial indemnity. The Tofane Agreement was a major victory for Bulgaria, as it marked the end of the Ottoman control over Bulgaria and it paved the way for the establishment of the modern Bulgarian state.